I kind of wish, hi, it's Lia from Lightworkers Lifeline with my partner in crime, Meghma from India. You want to say hi?
Hello, everybody. Have a nice day.
So we were talking, and sometimes I wish there was just we had a film crew standing by on ready and just starting to record stuff because we get into the coolest conversations as we're exploring what's going on in the world or for us. But we were talking about how you can become aware of a higher power or kind of organizing your life, organizing the things you're doing. And I became aware of it when I was like 10. I would sit down to write, I'd light a candle, and I'd just start writing and following whatever came to me. And I learned later that was called the automatic writing. But when I would finish, there was such an organization to what I wrote. There was like the introduction and the body and then the conclusion, and not necessarily like that, but those are just like a metaphor to show you what was going on. And it's amazing when you see the the evidence of a hand guiding your life. And then Megla and I were talking about our business. Do you want to say something at this point?
Yes, definitely. And like we will never shut up about the miracle of our relationship and the work we are doing, because not only it is like the awesome mission that we are trying to make magic mainstream and bring light workers to the forefront and empower them, which is like totally awesome. But also like this relationship and this work saved us personally. And right now, as we are in a stage where we are offering two beautiful programs to our subscription members, one is a support group that focuses on supporting your experience and journey, and the other goes into a much deeper education system, or training modules where we give you scientific classes and exercise and all that in a very academic style to help you master this journey. And this program is backed by two books, the Ascension Guide and the Lightworkers Archetypes, and a bunch of other little things. And now people who are coming to us and looking at our plan and the things that we are offering, it seems like it's such a master plan. It's and we are getting praises and compliments from business gurus who are like, you have everything in place, this is amazing. And we are like, we had no idea this was happening. No idea. We were just like sparking up with idea. Oh, let's make a quiz. Oh, let's write down a book. Oh, let's this book is okay, but we need another book while we are writing the first book. So it was like crazy, and we were just doing this different stuff that in our mind did not fit together, and we had no idea or perspective how beautifully it is going to serve the mission that we are here to take forward. But that's the evidence not only in personal life, like Lia was talking about, but also when you're working together as a collective. It's wild to see how every step we take is bringing us to a much higher and better place, and it's more beautiful and it's more integrated than we can imagine. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, it's so true. And just, witnessing how, and it's ironic because first we did the quiz, which helps shed light on what gifts you're using, right? And the reason why that's so important is because if you don't know, for example, that you're an empath and you're constantly absorbing other people's emotions, that affects you so greatly during the day. And you can really feel diminished because it's hard to swing wildly emotionally, right? It doesn't make our lives smooth or comfortable. But once you realize you're an empath, number one, there's a part of your consciousness that can step back and be like, wait, I just felt that mood swing. Let me check what's going on around me because maybe that isn't originating from me. So then you start to look at whether it's yours, whether it's someone else's, and this frees you. But also, you can take measures, direct measures to put up a shield for emotional energy. And then you can learn how to use your emotional genius and awareness to help heal others. So there's so much you can do with your gift once you realize you have it, whereas you're really kind of a victim of life when you have a gift that you don't realize you're using. So, we did that quiz wanting to help people see what their gifts were that they were using. And then we were like, well, we really need a book to support it. So we wrote our book. And then we were like, but you know what? It just didn't feel right to put that out yet. And Meghma
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to launch this book. So we published it, but we didn't launch it. And, whenever Meghma says something like that, I always go along with it because we're two parts of a sensing team. And if just because I'm not sensing something doesn't mean it's not there, right? So because we've agreed to operate in unison, the minute she said that, I let it go and moved on with it. And what a gift, again, to not have resentment, to not feel like I need to push my will over her will, but just to allow this thing between us to breathe and take on life of its own and to honor that it is moving us in the right direction. And again, this is all choices that we can make in our minds, in our heads, right? But they can affect the very fabric of your life. So then we started on this other book because we were like, well, the Ascension Guide, there needs to be an Ascension Guide out there. So we wrote that book, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, okay, now we're going to launch this. So we put together the launch team and we went through all of that. And now, like, everything's just fitting together so beautifully. It's just crazy and insane and magical and wonderful. And we just wanted to share that. Be willing to create something new. Be willing, be conscious of creating the new fabric of our reality. Because I very much feel that that's what we are doing here. And I'm sure others of you are also feeling that. So, let's be really conscious with what we create and let's
Yes,
have fun
and
and support each
remember,
other.
yep. Having fun and being joyful is a huge uh like check mark that you must keep prioritize, because that's the vibration that we want to develop and sustain on this planet. And remember that we are being guided by our higher power and higher intelligence, and they are like bringing us together and putting us in this beautiful picture that we don't see as tiny little humans, but trust that it's going to be all right. It's going to be more beautiful and perfect and gonna blow your mind, because we could never perceive or conceive in one individual mind of how this thing works for the benefit of all. And so it is.
Aho, matakwiyase, which means I agree, and it recognizes all my relations, which are from the insect world, the microbial world, on up to dragons and unicorns and mountains and planets. So, aho, matakwiyase, happy ascension.